David Rodan is an AFL Victoria Multicultural Project Officer and assistant coach with the world team at the National U16 Championship this week. David, how exciting has it been to see guys from so many different cultures playing in one team this week?
Yeah, look, it's been extremely exciting. I guess Anthony Koutafidis, myself and Will McGregor as coaching staff. Been really proud. Obviously, it's a wrap up, and it's quite sad that we've got to leave these boys and they've got to go to their respective states. But to have them here for the week, a lot of them haven't played football, at all. We've got a couple of South African boys that only played for 3 months. Some boys that only played for 1 or 2 years. So, I've learnt so much in this week. We just hope that when they go back and play with their local clubs or representative teams, that they can take something away. But a fantastic week, and really proud of the boys and how they went about it. Even though we didn't get a win, see the development from day 1 to day 9 has been amazing.
Yeah, what kind of improvement have you seen in the guys?
So I think it's just, I think most of the guys, they pick up, obviously they're quite talented, with their jumping and speed and agility, but I think it's just combinating that with reading the game. So obviously you get guys that are born with football and grown up with it from Auskick all the way through to senior footy, but these guys have only played the last couple of years at sort of 14, 15 years of age. So for them to actually read the play, understand situations in games, and then react to it, that's massive. So I think from game 1 to the third game, these guys have really, really picked up, and we've gone over it in game reviews at the hotel, and these guys are getting a real understanding, which is fantastic, especially for only a couple of years.
Yeah, and playing against sides who have, like the Flying Boomerangs and the West Australian Northwest team, who have a lot of guys who've played footy, how do you think the guys have gone?
Well, look, I'm unbelievably proud of our boys. A lot of these guys have played, like I said, since they were sort of 3 or 4. Our boys haven't started since they were 13 or 14. So there's some things that, you can't sort of teach, that quickly. But, after, a couple more years, I'm sure these boys will be able to, compete at this level, and hopefully we'll see a couple of them, played AFL level too, because there's some unbelievable talent coming through. Yeah,
how important do you think this sort of program and the world team is to provide a pathway for those guys who come from so many different countries?
It's vital, yeah. It's imperative to have this pathway. Without this, these guys don't fit into the mainstream system. Okay, they've got, I think, design from Auskick all the way up, but there's the guys that do migrate here from other countries, young teenage years. They don't have anywhere they can come into football. So even when they go to join in the local football club, everyone's still upskilled and more developed than what they are, so they'll probably shy away and not play. So it's very important that we have these programs to fit these guys in, and we're finding a lot of the guys that do take it up in that short amount of time, they fall in love with the game straight away. So it's a great way, obviously not for them just to fit in the pathway, but also for their families and communities, to fit to integrate into the local communities, which is vital on a bigger scale as well.
And they've got a lot of role models now with guys like Alira playing in the AFL. Do you think that helps as well, seeing those guys make it?
Definitely. So Alira came from these programs. So to see him come in and play, go to Sydney, just adds a bit more weight to this program and a bit more, sort of proof to these guys that they can believe that they can do it. And hopefully, we can use some of these guys out here on the park as examples in the years to come.
And 3 Queenslanders in the team this year. How have they gone?
They've gone really well. So I actually met a few of the guys at Coffs Harbour at the All Nations Carnival. So I got to meet, I think, the 3 boys that we have, and all, really good talent. So they've only played a few years, but like I said, with a couple more years of experience, I really think they can take that next step. It's just up to these guys on how much they want to improve and go back to their states, because obviously we can't go back with them. But we hope that they've taken the learnings from this week and can improve.
Do you reckon we might see a few of them in the AFL?
Definitely. So the key is to keep them engaged into footy and keep playing this sport, especially in Queensland, which we know
is that hard to keep the guys kind of playing footy and keeping as their number one sport?
I think once they play a few games in a row, they get engaged, because they find out how good it is, not just socially, but not just develop, skill level wise, but also socially, and they make some pretty good friends with it. So it's a good team sport. But it always is, especially with the States. Over here, rugby's pretty big. I understand, but just keeping them, exposing them to these type of programs, they can really, hopefully, we might see all 3 boys playing in the AFL. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, let's hope so. Thanks so much, David, and congratulations on a good week.
Thank you.